Hello, sacred souls. It's Susanna from Alamanic Shaman. What I have here for us tonight is banishing any and all haters that we were trauma bonded to in the past and that we had a close connection with, usually a family connection. So, for example, that may have been a sibling, a parent, or an ex-spouse, or, a spouse at the time, or anyone else that we felt really close to, but it was a toxic, karmic, narcissistic type of relationship or connection. So, what I dreamed last night was that someone kept messing with my life and the people in it who support me. So, for example, turning the hot water off so that the shower would be freezing cold. And that was a sign that they don't want me to have any comfort in my life. And I know who in my life that refers to, actually more than one person, but there are 2-3 main people that just directed all of their self-hate at me, and in such a hateful way that they were just wishing for me to suffer as much as they suffer inside, right? And to not have a good life. And basically, just miss all the comforts because I decided to have a life without them in it. And it was to such an extreme that they wished for me to no longer be alive, basically, right? So for those kind of extreme cases, if you have any situations like that, and it doesn't, I'm not really referring to, or I don't mean to refer to anyone actually actively trying to mess with you being alive, right? I'm more talking about the wishing and possibly black magic or just intense wishing to see us unalive, right? So, but it could have even been an actual attempt, in which case that's even taken to another level, because in our past 3D conscious awareness, people used to think, like, and I'm generalizing here, but generally speaking, people used to think that no harm was done if you only thought it, right? But if you took action, that was a whole other level, right? But nowadays we understand, at least those of us who are awakened, that thought forms and really intense projections can very much affect someone, right? So that's what we're freeing ourselves from today with this black banishing candle. And I think it's also kind of funny. So they didn't have pull-out candles. I usually like the pillar candles that are not inside a glass, but I think this one, well, this one doesn't pull out. But I think the wax is also too soft to do so. But I feel like, I don't know if you can see, there's a slight pattern on the wick. I don't think the camera's zooming in enough. You might see a hint of it, but it reminds me of a shoelace, funny enough. So actually, I'll light it after calling in the spirit guides. So it also has to do with moving forward. So in a sense, like if we stay stuck in these toxic patterns of those evil projections that those unhealed narcissists have projected onto us, because they're in such complete denial of themselves and their own behavior that they don't realize to what extent they are the perpetrator, even though they only see themselves as the victim, right? So that is a very sad reality when someone can't face themselves. But that is sort of the biggest thing that many of us are struggling with in the ascension process, where we are facing ourselves, yet many people in our lives have been unable to do so. And especially if we were empaths, we took on a lot or too much of their projections, right? So anyhow, what comes to mind is someone being completely unable, even if you call them on it, they're unable to see their own actions the way that the rest of the world sees it, right? They just feel completely justified, and they think that they're innocent and they didn't do anything. So for example, if someone did something to you and you tell them and they deny it, and that happens a few times, and finally you're like, okay, I'm going to do the same thing back to them as what they just did to me to show them how it feels. And then they completely freak out and act like the complete victim, and you're completely horrible. And you say, see, that's exactly what you did to me. How does it feel? And they completely have no sense of reality. They're once again and still in complete denial. They're like, I never did that. How dare you accuse me of this? And I would never do that to you. Blah, 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 blah. Right? So just to give you a sense of, those are the kind of people that we're dealing with for this banishing of those sabotaging energies. I'm going to just call it that. So we're taking our life back. We have a right. We deserve to have an amazing life full of joy, abundance, and comfort. And we have had so much stuff projected onto us by those dark, unhealed ones that for many of us, our energy field was so gunked up with all of those projections that we weren't able to actually live what we felt inside, what we deserved and we wanted to do. And maybe there was also a part of us that felt we didn't quite deserve it because we've had so much projected onto us. And we're now taking that back, right? So let's get started. Ooh, maybe I would have needed more sage, but I think it's enough. So let's get started on this. Please cleanse, clear, and renew all of our energies and take away and transmute anything dark, evil, low vibrational, and unhealed, and transmute it into pure divine love light energies and return them to the universe for reintegration. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations, and help us fully and completely reconnect to our own inner divinity and that all around us. And through that, help us be in oneness again. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. All right. So let's call in our spirit guides. Dear divine higher power of the universe, our higher selves, our higher spirit guides of the light, our ancestors that are in the light, dear Mother Earth, powers of all four directions, powers of the east, powers of the south, powers of the west, powers of the north, powers of all four elements, air, earth, fire, and water, and all other benevolent powers, forces, spirits, and beings of the universe that are of the light. Please join the ceremony and assist the healings, prayers, and protection with all of your powers. Thank you. Please close the circle of protection around us. Thank you. So first and foremost, I want to give our thanks and gratitude for all the blessings in our lives, for all the wonderful support that we have had along the way, especially along our healing journey. And even when we've had struggles, help always came when we really needed it. So thank you for all that support and all the guidance, all the protection. We truly, truly appreciate you helping us on this journey and excuse me, and in the ceremony. With this black banishing candle, by lighting this candle, let all those dark, toxic, sabotaging, vicious, evil, vile, envious energies that wanted to see us unalived and without comfort, that on some level, through wishes or black magic or the spirit realm in any other form, may have tried to actively sabotage various different aspects of our lives, to keep us in survival mode, to keep us in panic mode. Let all of that be banished. And wow, and the light is flickering. Whoa. Check this out. Oh, now it's, wow, now it's working again. Holy, that was just totally flickering. As I moved it closer to the altar, it started lighting again normally. So let all of those projections, thank you, projections of insecurity of others be removed from us. Oh, and again. Okay, let me see. So there's an insecure connection. So those trauma bonds, those connections with deeply, deeply, deeply insecure people that have projected all of their insecurities onto us, that have scapegoated us, blamed us, and sabotaged us through their ill intentions. Let all of that be removed from us and cast into the fire to be burnt away and transmuted into pure divine essence and returned to the universe for reintegration. Let this black banishing candle help us fully and completely be free from these toxic energies that were projected onto us our entire lives. Let all those toxic people, all those haters that we were trauma bonded to, be banished out of our lives in any and all aspects. And let any and all black magic, evil witchcraft, spells, curses, hexes, parasites, AI, and other ill-intentioned wishes be broken and removed from us, from body, mind, spirit, soul, energy field, from our emotional bodies, our astral body, and in any and all karmic aspects throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. And so it is. Thank you, Dankeschön, all my relations. Let their darkness and their ill intentions be contained, just like the candle is in this glass. Let it be contained and sealed off from anything that has to do with us, from any vicinity even to us. Let them be unable to get to us. And what I'm seeing here is basically the black candle is those dark ones. That it's just like having them behind glass, almost like in a zoo, like where wild animals would be kept, but not exactly, but that they would be unable to get to us any longer, right? So this is containing them, and they're unable to access us in any way, shape, or form ever again. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. Oh, oh. And oof, you could hear like there was something going on with the throat again. I actually haven't cleaned the ceremonial scissors yet from the wax from that last one. So give me a moment. Let me see if I can use the knife for that. Okay. Let any and all toxic cords that those narcissistic haters had to us through the trauma bond, let those toxic cords, good, I did it, now and forever be cut, severed, finished, and removed from us, our lives, throughout all of time and space, throughout all lifetimes, timelines, parallel and alternate realms, realities, multi and universes, and any and all other aspects that affect us in this lifetime and moving forward. And that shall be applied physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, energetically, and in any and all aspects, karmic aspects and otherwise. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. And let our entire field, our energy field, be reharmonized. And let us breathe in the pure divine essence. And breathe out any remaining darkness and resentment we may hold against those people. And we bless them with love and release them from our lives, freeing all of us for all eternity. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. If any of you would like to stay in these energies a bit longer, please pause the video. For the rest of us, let the ceremony now be finished. And let us give a massive amount of love, thanks, gratitude, and blessings to our divine team. Thank you so much for all your help and assistance. Please open the circle of protection around us now. Let the ceremony be finished and keep us strongly safe, shielded, and protected at all times. And seal our energy field with the divine seal of protection. And so it is. Thank you. Dankeschön, all my relations, all our relations. Okay, everyone, thank you so much for watching, for being a part of the ceremony, and for being on your own healing and ascension journey. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share, and subscribe. And I'm also sending you tons of love, light, and blessings. Be well until next time, and I wish you great abundance. May the truth always be with you. Bye.